Hello, marauders and mischief makers. My name is Devious Guy, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where it's been long enough, hasn't it? It is probably about time that we continued the gosh darn main quest, I think. But in the meantime, screen looking a little bit different. We've got Moogle hanging out over here, making chat private, such that I can have, like, the free company chat available and, like, look at things that happen. People send me messages, and they don't have to worry about them going into a video. So, yeah, got that going. Also, more fan art. I keep forgetting about this one. I've been meaning to put this damn fan art on screen for ages and ages and ages. Let me just find it, actually. Because someone made, like, this lovely pixel art fan art of Brick. Yeah, that was Darkest Nightingale, who made this absolutely fantastic, really just wonderful. So thank you very much for that. That's very cool. He looks badass there. Not a marauder right now, but, like, get a double-bladed axe like that and go back to, like, the Hrothgar harness thing. Yeah, that's really cool. Anyway, main quest time. Yes, main quest. The quest which is main. That is the quest on which we shall embark. Also, the free company, speaking of which, is doing quite well. We're up to rank 5, closing in on rank 6, which means we now have actions, which I found out to my cost. You can only have, like, a few of them at a time, sort of just available to you. So I just bought, like, 15, and, like, 10 of them just out the window because I couldn't hold them. So that was fun. We have a single officer. Someone volunteered to be an officer of the thing, which means they can pull off these actions, which will give us better little itty-bitty tiny teeny buffs. So that's cool. Pleased to have that, and there's quite a few people in the free company, right? Because, like, everyone can invite one another to it. So there's, like, 28 people? Yeah, something like 28 people in it right now, which is very cool. Not a lot of people online right now, but that is completely fine. Anyway, quest time. Let's talk to this Pheromond guy first. Why are you shirtless?
Some of us have had to remain outside the hamlet. They're hardened soldiers all and no stranger to discomfort, but it's a trying experience being in a place that loves you not.
I imagine it would be, yes. So, Mefred needs help tending a wounded brother.
Aye, I'm Mefred, a proud man of the Mhigan resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer?
Captain, it's Gallian, sir. His wound's gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time.
God damn it, I asked the villagers for aid. I got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Gallian dies, the blood is on their hands. These quarry mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight. They might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarcely know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try.
Give aid to refugees. Just controversial political hot take from me. One of Mefred's is in bad shape, you say. I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that'd mean going against the elementals' will. I've been at Quarrymill long enough to know how terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident healer. If you take the matter to her, it might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. So the elementals will get mad if we give aid to refugees or heal them. Did 12 people just, like, disappear? What the hell?
You wish to aid the Mhigans? You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelves Woods. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Mhigans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have to leave the receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be.
They do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty, okay. Alright, how about you show me the way to one of those elementals and I'll beat some sense into them. No?
So it's to be then. The bloody hero might as well kill Gallian herself.
Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the Resistance is free of this place. Well, that quest was a bummer.
La-da-da!
We get the big fanfare. Yay, you completed the quest of guy dying because elementals, blah, blah.
I left my mentor cornmeal hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell's Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us. So I've no choice but to turn to you, adventurer.
I wish I had picked up a healing class.
In my homeland, antelope longhorn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd be forever in your debt.
Okay, let's go kill 4 things.
And this would happen outside there. Ah, to the north and the east. Very good. There we go. And that's a 1. Well, surely I'd only need to kill 2 to get 4 horns, right? I mean, I'm just saying. Special delivery!
Now you're back. Tell me you got 4 horns with you.
I presume, I feel like I have 8, but yes.
You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralco, there's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buskaram, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Ferryman here. Godspeed.
Righto. Oh yeah, and then there's this thing, this list of things. Quests, hunting logs. Hunting logs, by the way, which I sort of recently realized. Where the hell are they? Hunting logs, there. Which I recently realized they have a Maelstrom hunting log, where you can get a whole bunch of those storm seals just by killing creatures. So I did that for a bit. And also other things to try and get storm seals so that I can upgrade my rank, so that I can get things from the goddamn allegiance to the thing with the Maelstrom thing. I can't remember what rank I am right now. I think I'm up to the 3rd one or something like that. 4th one? I don't know. But boy, howdy, that sure does take a while. I'm so used to, like, just leveling up so fast everywhere else. I'm like, what? I have to work for it? Aw. Oh, gold cellar.
Brick. Ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt.
Well, yeah, but, like, not really because of the adventuring. It's because I have a really rich friend.
You got something to show me.
Here you go.
Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend you once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life.
What, so I killed those antelopes for nothing?
What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill. So it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sods that needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I'll still owe you a great deal more than you owe me, I reckon.
Thanks, buddy. Here, have some powder.
It's well to see you've returned. Have you medicine for our brother?
I do indeed.
Gods bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend.
Do I want those gauntlets? No, it's all level 25 stuff, so I don't really need it. I'll take the EXP, though. A missing comrade.
Adventure! Galleon's gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition is like to deteriorate where it was before. To where it was before, rather. Or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman's seen something.
The woman? Say she, jeez.
Well, finally, it's about time he came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Croymill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to little Alamigo. Ah, blasted if that I'd known that was what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong he's willing to sacrifice himself for him. Make no mistake, entering the woods in his weakened state is suicide.
Yeah, I do believe that was rather the point of what he was doing. Why the fuck didn't you? She's right over there. You could just have talked to her yourself, you dickhead.
Out in the wilds, alone. Oh, that fool. That great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the woods for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens.
Gonna take a wild guess that I'll find him before any of you. Partly because I have a motorcycle. Mostly because I have a motorcycle. Entirely because I have a motorcycle. And also because I'm the main character of reality. What's up, dude? Might as well help that person out. Bonk. There we go.
Watch out! A goblin!
Huh? Oh, hey. Another one. Hey, thanks. Whoop. Don't want to get hit with whatever that is.
Galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamigans, and Alamigans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oaths we swore, goddammit. The oaths to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamigan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. And don't even think you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing, you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I'll see you back at Quarry Mill.
Man, the elementals are dicks.
Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. Your cooperation of the people of Little Amigo, that's all. Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well. I'll provide you with a letter to show to Gondabald. That old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he'll do all in his power to aid you.
Cool. To Little Alamigo, I suppose. I do kind of feel like I've sort of started properly exploring all the other systems of the game. Like I've got crafting going on. I've got like a gathering job in fishing. I have like a couple of different classes that I'm leveling up. I sort of feel like, okay, yeah, like I'm seeing what the game has to offer at this point, and I kind of just want to focus on blasting through the main story now.
Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. Well, you spoke with Mithrin. It's been so long since I've last heard from him, I'd feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mithrin sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mithrin is a friend of mine. I know this masked stranger you seek, and I'll tell you what I can.
Thank you. Anything worthwhile useful here? Not really. Mount speed in South Shroud has increased.
Yay!
Ooh, lime green dye. Neat.
An outset resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts. Trysts? They're not like to yield information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk.
Yo, what's up with the masked dude?
Cannibal sent you. Listen, I told him it was a bad idea. Oh, that tribe about believing the masked man and... Oh, you don't know anything about this? Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it.
The masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be.
Not that eager to surrender information. Why is there a map telling me that there's a path through there when there isn't? Very rude. Wait, hang on. Huh. Well, there's some cleavage on that there harness.
What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. No, can't say I have. But I'll sure to tell all my friends that you're looking for him.
Okay. How about you?
It's been nice. There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious, like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble, mark my words.
Well, not a ton of information. Whee! And once again, like, the reason why I keep the camera so zoomed in is because it makes everything look like it happens faster, which satisfied the part of my brain that wants things to happen quickly. Running around from this perspective, it just looks like you're moving glacially slow. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I must move quick.
So, you've indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. Well, that's most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. Odd to know, for it once burned inside me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we'd been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now's such a time, though the young ones know there's not. Unless we intervene, they're like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me.
Adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? I've got a message for you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here.
Craggy area? Oh, all the way out there. Wilred wants you. Well, he's, you know, date in a movie first, buddy. Ooh, what's that? What is you? Ooh, golems. Oh, really cool golem. Okay, they're hostile. Okay, well, really cool character designs. Maybe we should. Okay, I'll just swap into my warrior. Then I can probably look at them. Hang on. Oh, look at that! It's got little kitty cat ears. It's got little kitty cat ears. Oh, that's adorable. So, tiny little sort of character design trick going on here. If you want your character to look even bigger and buffer and like more hulky, give him a tiny head. Like, give him a huge body, and then just make the head small. Make it tiny. Make it itty bitty. And the entire character will seem like, well, it's disproportionate, but the entire character will seem bigger and bulkier because of the tiny head. It's a simple thing, but once you know about it, you see it in everything. Like, the Hulk is famous for, like, pretty much every character design for the Hulk does this. Like, keeping the head just a little bit smaller than it actually should be. But lots of big hulking characters like that. This is a little tiny trick. Just make the head small, and the whole character will just look way the frick more buff and swollen. I do want to try out a magic job at some point, but I kind of feel like I don't want to do it with Brick. Like, I kind of feel like if I'm going to try out a magic job, I'm going to do it on a new character. But that's for later. First we get through this game. Let's see. Pretty boy. Right.
Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Curl got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him!
Oh, you dumbasses.
You're stronger than you look.
Really? I feel like I look pretty strong.
This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to attain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, we'll reclaim our homeland.
Okay. So presumably they're being seduced by Captain Mask and his sexy summoning rituals. Yo, there's some weapons of mass destruction stuff going on here.
Attacked by Wilred and his cronies. Now they will go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools will like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda to put an end to this madness. Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Berliana, God's preserved, what happened?
I was out foraging when the Corpse Brigade came. It took me to their hideout and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffered because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Mhigans?
Are they implying that she was assaulted? Can I go kill them? Or am I just gonna have to sit with that, because...
Okay. Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this?
Well, he saw me outside. He was so angry.
Yeah, justifiably so. Jesus.
I must tend to Berliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash.
I'm gonna do something rash. Right, so I'm looking for stuff. I am looking for things and items. A hunting knife. What's that supposed to mean? It's just a hunting knife, right? Okay, so presumably there's more things to find in here. Well, there's someone. A riled lass.
What those animals did to Berliana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll not suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilred to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. I mean, again, I can't say as she's wrong.
Like, I'm not about to be like, oh, you must be above it. Nah. Nah, vengeance. Vengeance, I think. Need to talk to the riled youth over here.
If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gondabald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map?
Yeah, you dropped it downstairs.
Whoopsie doopsie, I guess I stole it.
Sup? Almighty Ralga, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Huh? Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again.
Once you have the crystals, you will make yourselves targets. Weapons of mass destruction do not cause deterrence. I mean, presumably you guys haven't had a Cold War to figure that out, but over here in the real world, we figured out quite a while ago that it doesn't really matter how many nuclear weapons you build. It doesn't deter war. It just makes it more likely to wipe out the entire globe.
Gone. The whole lot of them. Then this is a fear. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it that they mean to do?
Well, it's a hunting knife and a map of the Almalja stronghold.
What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Sandrak. Wait, you said Wildred spoke of crystals, did you not? They couldn't possibly mean to... Oh, by the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yards of the crystals. They're headed east. If we hurry, we may find them before it's too late.
Do you wanna move from your spot then? Maybe? No? Okay, just me. Fair enough. Excuse me, pardon me, main character of reality coming through. Happily, I've dealt with the Amalja. Hey, do I get to fight Ifrit again? That would be cool. Oh, no, they're just... They just got fucked up. Yeah, well,
Wheelred, did no other survive?
This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were gonna reclaim our homeland. We were...
Pull yourself together, lad.
We were gonna make an offering of crystals to Ralgar to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Sandrak and make up with the lizardmen's cache, but they caught us. And so many dead. God forgive me.
Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls.
Yo! Hello, friends. How you doing?
I regret the young one's transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they're the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life.
Hey, I have a healer with me. Nice. Anyway, would you like to draw their attention, please, so that I can do pugilist stuff? Yoink. 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 Uh-huh. Okay, might not want to let him kill our healer there. Smack! There we go. Everyone alive? Mostly alive?
Your skills at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths can learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo.
Wait, we've come all this way? We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking.
Have you learned nothing, Wilred? Do you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by God. Is that what you decide for yourself and your friends?
What? No, no one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralgar. He swore.
Enough. I'll hear the rest of the sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Brick will want to hear it as well.
So here's a hot tip for you. If someone promises you infinite power at no cost, they're lying.
No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything.
I was outside with the others when he appeared. A masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then he just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts.
Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on and within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider.
I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me. And sorry I tried to kill you. Oh, water under the bridge. You didn't even do a very good job at it.
Our thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Amigo may not have had much in the way of comfort, but you'll always be welcome here.
I'll take some high potions. Ba-ba-ba.
La 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 la.
Ooh, Fists of Wind. That will be... increases movement speed. Oh! Yeah! Sweet. That's nice.
Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words.
Well, time to use one of my Vespabe tickets. I keep forgetting that I have them. Whee! Oh, Nedrick has another dungeon for me, does he? But someone else has something for me, too. What's up, Nedrick?
I can't take 2 steps around this place without hearing break this or break that. Why, it's like you're some kind of goddamn hero. But I jest. Even I can see that you're just itching to find a new battleground to hone your skills. Fortunately, I know just the place. The Aurum Vale. Head southwest through the Central Highlands of Curthis and seek out a man named Willie Elmas. And tell him that Nedrick sent you.
Just gonna... We're okay. What do you have, Aline? There's an impish conspiratorial look about Aline. If her injuries allowed, she would sidle. Okay.
Heard we're in the same trade. Oh, you're nearly in better shape than me. You're in better shape than me, though. A mishap at the Wanderer's Palace nearly did me in, but boy, was it worth it. The calamity drained near half the water from Bronze Lake, and there it was. An ancient temple of Ashan. Why's it called a palace then? Oh, it beats me. I just went in looking for the treasure, me and my fella. It was like a dream, that's what it was like. The water hadn't done a thing. There were gold-framed mirrors as bright as the moon. We gazed upon ourselves, draped in chains of pearl, dancing on the floor of marble and malachite, like king and queen, me and my fella. A daring-do adventurer like you wouldn't say no to a chance like that, now would you? Tell you what, go down to the docks west of Camp Bronze Lake and talk to Abazi Karazi. Used to be a boon companion of mine. He'll ferry you to the palace.
And another dungeon.
A dungeon. Hey, Tataru.
Come on, run faster. Just a little bit of energy.
Okay, that's exactly the same line. I just want to check if there's any new dialogue with any of these people. Nope.
Welcome back, Brick. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of Labrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will.
I don't remember what her voice sounds like at all.
We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation.
Lentils and chestnuts.
While you were attending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting Labrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. The sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing will pick up Lahabria's...
I've been calling him Labrea, just because I'm used to pronouncing H's silent. But it's probably Lahabrea. Probably.
Noraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her, and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Brick.
Why? Nothing has been able to threaten me yet, except bombs that self-destruct while I stand in their AoE.
Walking One is to investigate Sinister One, then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a Walking One in the Ash Crown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Medrod has had an encounter with the scary Masked One. This Masked One is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Folgord Float in the North Shroud.
Well, alrighty then.
Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I'll look death in the face. Just only a matter of time before it comes for me, like he came for that poor woman.
Medrod is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him... Okay, yes, I will emote his trauma away. There.
You're right, it's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but it hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Well, thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it.
Oh, that's some effective frickin' emote therapy.
It was just another ordinary day. I was heading back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared to see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Fal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man?
If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can.
Aye. Anything to ensure we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. Oh, right, teamwork, that's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? Well, at any rate, I'm all for helping this adventure. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me.
I mean, your companions could also just have done that if they were so tired of your whining. It's not like I did anything special. Oh, well.
So, here's what I know about the deaths. All victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as Z's could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt the answer's that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if we can find any proof connecting them to the deaths?
Okay, I'll go kill some animals, why not? But yeah, I'm thinking that I want to make an alt, and that they specifically will be the magic caster that I've got. Oh, well, that was large. And they'll be the ones, like, learning all the magic jobs, while Break takes care of everything that it relies on, you know, punching. And hitting, and taking big punches to the face. I'm tempted to make the other character Lalafell. But we'll have to get into character creation and see. Maybe I'll do a Viera. Like, because by the time I do this, you know, it may be that the expansion has dropped and you can make bunny boys. Although, frankly, I don't have any problem playing a bunny girl. I mean, I am sort of unapologetically thirsty for the Viera. Like, ever since Final Fantasy XII, Fran... Like, I was at an impressionable age, and there's nothing to be done. Like, no, that's... Yeah, there's nothing to be done about it. That's just what I'm like now, as a person, forever. God, I love that motorbike.
You've already seen to the Z's? Good work, adventurer. So were you able to find aught that suggests the creatures are our culprits? Nothing. Well, truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it would look like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Z's from our list of suspects, which leaves us with a masked man and his winged eyeball.
That's a bit of a pointless distraction, wasn't it?
There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's been a rumor going around. There's some whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm gonna give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander.
Using item, okay, that's the thing we need a tutorial for. Some key items used in areas rather than click on the blah blah item icon in the dude list upon selecting glowing radius blah blah can be moved. Okay. Where are we going? Oh, southwest. Am I gonna have to deal with you? No. Okay. What do you mean invalid target? That's... There we go. A humming crystal.
Spoopy.
Why 5? Like, just have 1. This is such weirdly unnecessary busy work.
Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name, but what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh?
Indeed.
Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. It's just a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well.
Let's give Ivoro or Ivorolt. He's French now.
There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself lest I worsen Metrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball.
Apologies to the French.
I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely at the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran here without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate.
My French accent is atrocious, by the way, I know. Absolutely terrible. I don't do a lot of good accents, but the French is one of the worst ones. And the problem is, I think it's because in my brain, again, because of being an impressionable youngster, what a French accent sounds like will always be fundamentally defined by Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Do you want to fight? No? Cool. So it's, your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. Like, it's that. Like, that's... Oh, fuck. You were so cool. For, like, a whole minute, you were cool. Right up until the last possible moment when you could screw me over and then you weren't cool anymore. Dick. Oh, the C's is actually in my hunting log. Well. Oh, shit. Okay, hi. Hello. Could you come over here, please, away from that thing? Like, I'm well over-leveled here, but I still don't want to fight two things at once if I can avoid it. So I guess the wind stance basically allows you to run around a monster even when you're solo and kick its ass. Anyway, you. I need you for my hunting log. A monster's bending with the beard and you slew it, eh? That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Folgurt. Intentional or no, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw? A mere trick of the light combined with blind panic. No, it was the thing, but okay. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I have been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was the winged eyeballs that I witnessed. It is implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Benamite. But you and I were miles apart. How could we both have seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run with the Banemite at the very spot you claimed to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Oh, gods, of course, there must be more than one of the buggers. Oh, but it's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, there must be even more victims yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our debt. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Unless you have forgotten it was the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you'll want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Can't say I blame him. Well, off I go then. Ah, well. Oi, you! Well, that's cheerful. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist with? Yeah, I've got this corpse here. There you go. Do I just put that on the counter, or...? Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud.
While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been a bit difficult to identify them so as to notify their next of... Oh? This button engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I dare to hope that this will help prove... this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Do we want to get her in, like, some place that's not public? Like, give her some dignity? Good. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. We've known each other for all of 2 minutes, and the first you ever knew of me is that I gave you a corpse. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mune. Perhaps someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. To Gridania!
Hello, Mune. Good day to you, Brick. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving's quite exquisite, artisan-level quality, I'd say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body. Oh, lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetheryte Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one.
Okay.
I need help tracking down the owner of a button. Well, that's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then, show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, although I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Shingilet over at the Lancers Guild. The one make a point of knowing all the citizens on a forename basis.
To the Lancers Guild.
Where is the Lancers Guild? It's that way. Okay. Was that the Game of Thrones theme? Yep. I wonder why the timing is always so off. Like, because I imagine people aren't performing it manually. I imagine they're using macros. And so I guess it's a lag thing where the server doesn't receive all the inputs at exactly the right time. So it probably sounds a lot better to the person doing it than it does to us. All the way over. Okay, so this is a leather worker. Ah, well, I don't want to be a leather worker particularly, I'm afraid. I could just Ethernet. Oh, I couldn't. I hadn't attuned to it. I should probably attune to the Ethernet shard in frickin'... Yeah, because... Oh boy, I don't have all of them. I should probably do that at some point or another. Anyway, hey, could you tell me what this button is?
Bernadette believes I can help you. Well, that's a rather bold assumption to make. I'll try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to Gentry's Ward, northwest of here.
Oh, hey! I sold some stuff on the market. Whee!
Oh, wait. A memory comes to me. Of late, there has been a man who's perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button up on the breast of his jacket. I dare say he could tell you a thing or two about it.
That would be lovely.
That makes me feel like I want to go and get my retainer to do a thing. Because I did send my retainer out on a venture, which presumably they'll be done with by now. Ring, 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 ring. Retainer phone. Boop, 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 boop. Bronze pieces and confetti. Okay, cool. Keep doing that. Your retainer is now experienced enough to undertake quick exploration ventures. Okay. Well, you're already doing it, so it's fine. Oh, so I can set them to... Oh, I can make them track down specific... materials? Oh my god! Okay. Right. You go and do that. Oh, I need those materials. Well, I don't need those materials. I don't need beastkin blood specifically, but... Oh, I need materials. In general, sort of broadly speaking, materials.
I do not believe we're acquainted. Pray, leave me to my thoughts.
Hey, have you seen this button before?
Huh? The sigil of the Dartingers family, huh? How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face, was it marred in any way? I feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truths of the deaths, but on one condition. Your promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment.
Well, that sounds serious.
I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dardancours. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Armandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None of us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed they would help her regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was. But when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. And so it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home, for nigh on half a century. And long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet, one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor, on the western edge of the Central Shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done.
Well, shit.
That's a little dark. Itty bitty dark.
Bit dark. Just teeny tiny tad. To Bent Branch Meadows, then. Oh, hey, I'm in a level-appropriate area, more or less. Oh my god, is that a Malboro? No, it's a Halito Stroper, but yeah, it's a Malboro. Blah, 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 blah. And it's tiny Malboros, or Stropers, rather. Oh, no, I'd rather not. I'm good. I'm good. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, hey, a floating eye. Could you follow me in here, please? No? Okay, well. If you will not come to me, then I will come to you and punch you. The Smith. What's the Smith doing here? Is this the Hall of Novices? What the hell? Okay, then. Oh, it's a dungeon. Oh. Sit on dungeon. Oui, très bien. Okay, well, there's shorter wait times for tanks, I think, so, there we go. Now, let's see what darkness lurks in the hearts of men. Oh,
Spoopy!
I like it, spoopy. It seems fun. I wonder if the others have any better experience with this than I do. Is that bad? Well, I guess I am afraid. Well, at least I have access to Storm's Path. I got a new ability, Mhigans, which I do not have access to at the moment. But it seems pretty cool. Like, it prevents me from dying for a little bit.
Which is neat.
Okay, tough beasties down here. Are we doing something in here? I just kind of assume that everyone else knows this dungeon better than I do, but maybe not so much. Oh, wait, that looks important. Okay. Gotta remember to keep my damage reduction abilities up, because, like, there's no point holding on to them. Just gotta make life easier for my healer. Okay, so we're looking for the key to open those doors. Okay. There we go. Okay. Moving right along. Wait. You want to do something in here? Goody. Okay. Oh, let's have a look at you. I know I shouldn't zoom in this close during party combat, but okay. Standard sexualized lady demon. There we go. Pretty simple fight. So long as you don't, the tank doesn't die. Please. Yoink. A green key. Green key for an ivy door.
Makes sense.
A carnation door. One assumes we shall need a key. Presumably obtained. Oh my god, okay. Moving along. Ooh.
What have we here?
They'll have to go back all the way back around. Oh no.
We've got a yellow key.
What incarnation? Manor Steward and Manor Jester. Okay. Everyone's ready? Okay. Okay, so something's gonna be going on with those cages over there. Lord only knows what. Well, got the Jester down. Okay. No? Nothing going on with the cages? No unfortunate surprises? No nothing? Okay, well, I guess I just assumed that it would be more complicated. Smack! A slip of bloody parchment. Anthem loot! The sealed barrier is broken. Right. So, read from the parchment and that will get you through the door. Oh, you have a bunch of health. That's annoying. Well, her face is looking nice. Oh, boy. The eyeballs, not so much, though. Oh well, everyone looks ready. Void fire. That seems bad. Don't do that. Okay, they're dealing with the mirrors. Mirrors. Well, that makes sense. Like, as a thematic element to lady who got obsessed with her own disfigurement. Whoop. Don't stand in that. Uh-oh. Lady's candle. You. Come on, aggro on me, you shits. Okay, I think I have the aggro. Yeah. Nope. I ain't scared of you. Yeah, there we go. An Inquisitor's tuck. Well, I mean, it's rude to pry. Player commendation will... okay, well, she already left. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. Oh god, is it you again? Oi, dickheads! It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Hydaelyn chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Come at me then. Alas, we came not here to play, but to take measure of your strength, Master Lahabria. That task now completed, we take our leave of you. Counter-argument, I throw my axe at your face. Or, okay, fine. Do the Kingdom Hearts thing. Fare you well, bringer of light. When you walk away, you won't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. Hold me. Whatever lies beyond this morning is a little later on, regardless of warning. The future doesn't scare me at all. Nothing's like before. Right. Ethernet Lancers Guild, probably the closest place. Hi, I've committed a murder for you. Your return? What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. Well, things got a little worse since you left. So,
She went so far as to consort with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men who encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence I allowed I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore. Through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul.
Hey, Tataru. I'm just gonna report the grisly outcome to Minfilia. Delight her with my stories.
Welcome back, Brick. Fully glad I am see you to safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn in the Twelves Wood?
Well, you see.
Two of La Habrea's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission. The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then, that the Ascians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet, I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet, come with may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others.
Okay. Let me just go and see if there's any new dialogue around the place now. La 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 la. I imagine that the weapon I just got out of that... Oh no, it actually will be better. Not by much, but it will be better. Steel claws. Claws made of steel. Anyone got anything new dialogue-wise to say? Because then I'd like to hear... Well, actually, come to think of it, this is probably a good place to cut the episode, actually, because if there is any new dialogue with the others, I would want it to be included as part of the next bit of the story and not part of the previous one. So, if you've enjoyed hanging out in the world of Final Fantasy XIV with me, then you can hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below. Those are the buttons that'll let you know when new episodes of this series is coming up on the channel, and if you want to watch more Final Fantasy XIV right now, there's an outside chance that some may be available to you through memberships on this channel, because I upload episodes all in a bunch. Usually I record a whole bunch and upload them all at the same time, and then I set them live one after another. But if you want to skip that queue and just see all the episodes that are uploaded right now, memberships are there for that. I also have a Patreon, a merchandise store, and a tip jar. If you want to use any of them, that helps me with my rent and stuff, and I'd be very grateful. But if you don't want to, you absolutely do not have to. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to wear a mask and wash your hands, even still. Take however many goddamn vaccines it's gonna take to make this all be over. And try to act with solidarity towards those who are worse off than yourself.